Okay, listen, pay attention, Akebula, and pay attention, my people. The ancestors say I should tell you that when the locusts fight themselves, they make themselves vulnerable to the hawk. Because when they fight and unalive themselves, they simply make the meal easy for the hawk to come and carry and eat. They say I should tell you that when two brothers fight over a piece of land and they unalive themselves in the process, the land that they are fighting over simply gets inherited by a stranger. Akebula, and these proverbs are not just mere conspicuous proverbs. These proverbs reflect the reality of what is happening in our continent today. Pay attention. You see, the colonialist who became a neo-colonialist, who became an imperialist, knows one thing, that the day Africa truly unites, their game is over. Pay attention. After the founding fathers of our continent joined our ancestors in the great beyond at the other side of the sun, the speeches about African unity began to elude in our societies. We stopped talking about African unity. When Lumumba left, when Kwame Nkrumah left, Tafawa left, Agostino Neto, Venusio Liompio, Thomas Sankara, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Africans were no longer interested in African unity. But something happened in recent years. The African continent, the youth of Africa, were becoming conscious of African awakening and radical consciousness. The ancestors sent a man in the form of a soldier, Ibrahim Traore, and we began to see the alignment of the Sahel region for the first time. What Hollywood demonstrated in their plastic fiction as Black Panther was beginning to become a reality in Akebula. The conversations about African unity were revived by our leaders. Our leaders began to talk about African One Passport, began to talk about free movement of people. Our leaders began to talk about how to bring down the colonial border that was imposed upon us by Otto von Bismarck and Europeans at Berlin Conference, 1884 November, 1885 February. We were beginning to recognize our true potential. We were beginning to talk about continental free trade in our continent. How Africans can work together, move together, grow together, achieve together, prosper together, and achieve a continental giant and a continental power together. For the first time in our lifetime, United Nations were literally forced to recognize the transatlantic slave trade as the worst crime ever committed against humanity. Some people refused to vote, but at the end of the day, it was recognized. Africa was beginning to speak with one voice. Mother Akebula was beginning to recognize ourselves. We were beginning to find our voice. Black people all around the world were beginning to see themselves in pride. Guess what happened? All of a sudden, xenophobia explodes in South Africa. All of a sudden, someone reminds South Africans that Zimbabwe are foreigners, that Nigerians are foreigners, that Ghanaians are foreigners. All of a sudden, South Africans woke up again with xenophobia. And right now, it has spread across West Africa. Ghanaians are waking up. Nigeria must go. They are taking our women. They are taking our job. And Nigerians are threatening May 1st that South Africans and their establishment will leave Nigeria. My people, the ancestors say I should tell you, these are not mere coincidence. Someone is fanning the ambience of this fire. The ancestors say I should tell you, that is how a continent collapses. That is how you destroy what you built for decades, brick by brick. Akebula, we are about to destroy the very thing our fathers and us have been building for a long time. These are not mere coincidence. Because when United Nations were asked to recognize the transatlantic slave trade as the worst crime committed against humanity, we know the countries that refused to vote. Do you think they are happy that we are beginning to know who we are? They are not. But you must not allow yourself to be used. Don't allow yourself to be used. Every country in Africa has the right to protect their economy, to protect their citizens and enforce their laws. But do not let your anger turn into hatred against your brother. Do not let your frustration turn into tribalism. Don't allow propaganda make you forget that before this borders imposed upon us, we were living as people. Don't allow yourself to be used. This African generation cannot afford another decade of division. You are taking us 50 years behind. That must not happen, Akebulan. That must not happen. If a foreigner is prospering in your land, it means one thing, that your land is fruitful. But if you suspect that that foreigner is into illegal business, let your law prove him. And if your law does and find him wanting, let your law be enforced on him. But if you check him and find out that he's making honest living, my brother, tap into that abundance. Don't envy. That's not the way of Akebulan. Don't let your frustration turn into tribalism. Don't let your anger turn into hate. You must not let this continent go backward 50 years. The ancestors warned. From the great beyond at the other side of the sun, finding fathers are bleeding. Search within yourself and find your true potential. We will not continue to attend the dinner of human civilization as waiters. Time has come for us to also attend that civilization dinner as diners, dining at the table of human civilization. Akebulan, it's time to unite, not a time to find division. This is the only time for us to build an Ubuntu, Uhuru, and Igwebike. Wake up! That is why I'm giving you free books for you to read, so you can get the knowledge that you need, free of charge. Emancipate yourself from this mental slavery. Drop the hatred, drop the envy. We have a battle to fight, definitely not against one another. The ancestors from the forest of the ancestors warn you. Let it not be you that will destroy what we have built over the years. Let it not be you. Woe if it is you. Because as long as the Akebulan continent is not peaceful and stabilized, black people all around the world can never find true peace. Because this is the root. This is the foundation. And if the foundation is faulty, tell me, what can the righteous do? Nothing. Nothing. Let love rule your heart, Akebulan. Do not destroy what we have built for years. Don't destroy what we have built for years. Let Ubuntu build you, and let Uhuru guide you. Let Igwebike be our standing pillar, Akebulan. Wisdom is the principal thing. The ancestors warn for good. Wisdom is the principal thing. It is the principal thing.